concept of governance, one transformation has taken place. Earlier, the governance was still the mandal level. Now, the first time we've taken a leap forward and ensured that the governance is now taken to the village level. So this is where the transformation has taken place. So because the governance is shifted out from the mandal level to the village level. In fact, why is it that we shifted this, why did this transformation take place? Mandal level department was getting corrupt. For everything going to mandal level, it was leading to an inordinate degree of delay, as well as the setup being corrupt. This village level, because you're dealing with the same villagers, 700 houses probably, you're talking about an officer sitting there, it gets difficult for officers to ask money. It gets difficult for officers to ask a bribe because you're dealing with the same number of people sitting down there. So now that we've taken this leap and taken it forward to the village level, it's very important that we own this setup. Until and unless every secretary, every HOD who's sitting down here, until and unless you people start to own this setup, it gets difficult for coordination. Because whatever request is posted at the village level, that request should be converted into actionables. And if that request is not converted into actionables, then the confidence on the government is lost. The confidence on the secretary level posting is lost. So we need to make sure that a proper setup is fully in place, where a request is seen by the secretary and HOD also, so that you are monitoring it, so that the collectors and the joint collectors take actionables, so that it is implemented. So that kind of governance, that kind of involvement by the secretaries and HODs is so very important. Corruption at peak. So much so corruption that even Janmabhoomi committees, anything you want there, you had discrimination, left, right and center rule over the villages. You had everybody at the village level also asking money. And relationships with central government and neighboring states were at an abysmal low. That was the time when we took over the reins of the state. And starting then, to the situation that we are in, we've traveled a great distance, and with great pride, I would say that, with great pride. And expecting your cooperation in the days to come, as you had delivered till date. I take this opportunity to thank you and also seek your cooperation going forward. Thanks a lot. Volunteer antene, it means that they're doing out of service. And when that is translated into salary and that is translated into expecting something, then the whole system once again takes a beating. So to motivate volunteers, we would have to come up with some other way. In fact, one such way that had come to my mind today morning is, why don't we on Ugadi Day start off from the districts? Every constituency start felicitating these people, volunteers, give them Ratnas, Seva Ratnas or Seva Mitras, awards, so that their service is registered, their service is recognized. And maybe in Ugadi, maybe a district has probably got, my district has got 10 constituencies. So it can be a 10-day program. A district like East Godavari probably, you can go on with a program for 19 days. Maybe a program in Guntur can go on for 17 days. Every constituency one day, where the collector, the SP, the joint collector who's handling Grama Sachivalayas is also party to it, and then you have the ministers participate, the MLAs participate, and then an award is given with a reward, acknowledging what the Grama volunteers have done segregating them as Seva Mitras and Seva Ratnas. So that recognition is one thing what periodically every year, starting from Ugadi, it goes for 10 days in few districts, goes to 15 days in a few other districts and so on, depending on the district size. So this will be one motivation factor where these people start taking the job not as a job, but as a service. So that kind of motivation we need to also fill in every Ugadis, every year.